Hello, callers, and welcome to Viva Barca. Welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on some interesting update. We start with Pablo Torre as a loan move for the player looks so close at the moment. We are going to be discussing on that as we move ahead. Secondly, talking about Messi as Messi's wife Antonella is currently pushing for Barca transfer as one of their sons has been suffering in Paris. We are also going to be discussing on that. So guys, as we get right into the full stories, please, if you haven't subscribed, make sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. It was always going to be an uphill task for Pablo Torre to see game time go his way at Barca in his first season. Competing against the likes of Pedri, Gavi, Frankie de Jong, Sergio Busquets, and Franquisi for a place in that midfield. 20-year-old Pablo Torre was understandably the last choice in Xavi's list. The departure of Busquets, however, takes the youngster up one step on the rung of the time being. However, he could find himself back where he started if Barca pursuit of Ilkay Gundogan bears fruit in the upcoming window. According to a new report from Catalan outlet Sport, Barca want to send Pablo Torre out on a loan move to a La Liga team, possibly Villarreal. However, the young phenom believes he can make his mark under manager Xavi for next season, and he is currently still pushing to stay despite that. Barca understands that regular game time is a necessity for any youngster's development at this stage of their career. Yet, Xavi has his hands tied, and understandably, Xavi cannot guarantee Pablo Torre game time. In fact, that is not the first time Barca are trying to send the player out for more experience. The manager insisted last season that Pablo Torre can join playing with the Barca Athletic side to acclimatize with Barca's playing style and also develop his profile. On that occasion, too, he refused to obey. Reports suggest that Barca staff are unsatisfied with the player's behavior off the field, and many even see it to be the reason behind his drought of game time. Manager Xavi Hernandez personally intervened to ensure that Pablo Torre signed for Barca, we quite remember last summer, but for one reason or the other, Pablo Torre's first season so far have not lived up to the expectations. Pablo Torre has only made 7 appearances for Barca this season in La Liga, and he has created just one big chance in that duration. He got his first start for the club just last month and even produced a fine display on the night against Real Valladolid. A final decision, however, will be made after pre-season, looking at the youngster's impact on the field and what he can bring to the table. Pablo Torre, of course, have had a dreadful season, and of course, it is just so unfortunate that he haven't had that opportunity to showcase what he's got. Very few times we have seen Pablo Torre play, and it have not been the best of performances. Neither has it been the worst of performances. I think the best case scenario for him is to go out on loan. Because to be honest, when they send you out on loan, it's not like they are driving you. They're not selling you permanently. He has to understand that as a player at this stage or at this age, Pablo Torre needs more game time. And to be realistic, we nobody see any possibility of him being a starter now. Nobody. Especially as Barca want to strengthen the squad further next summer, bring in maybe 2 more new midfielders, then where do you think Pablo Torre will be playing? He can't stay there because it still baffles me that he's pushing Xavi to keep him. How on earth can he play more game next season when the team will be having more players to compete in midfield? So it is like he wants to destroy his own career himself. I think he's a good player. He carried Racing Santander from 3rd division to 2nd division. What a great player he is. And he was coming to Barca thinking that, Xavi will be so happy because Xavi himself was the one who pushed for Barca to transfer that guy to the club. And it shocked him that Xavi has not really relied on him as he wanted. So it's going to still be a big decision for Barca to make, by the way. But it's not like Xavi wants to sell him, because for me, it will be unfair it will be unfair somehow for the club to just outrightly say, look, get out. We don't need you. You are useless. They can't do that. This guy has great potential. Because if they bought him, it was for a reason. They saw something special in this guy. They saw something special. Of course, reports then were saying how Barca wanted to replicate the Pedri situation. We quite remember Pedri started like that in Las Palmas, and Barca were quick to identify the great potential that guy had. And oh my goodness, you can see what Pedri has turned out to become. One of the best players in the club and has been hailed by Barca fans as one of the best players in the club at the moment. So maybe Pablo Torre's own situation is quite unfortunate that he has not been hailed by the fans like how Pedro was. But it's not like he's not a talented player. He is, but I think he just needs to be loaned out, and hopefully he goes to a club where they put him or the coach fancy him, and he will really try to showcase what he's got. And I think Xavi and his coaching staff will be watching keenly. Then on to the final story of discussion. Lionel Messi's move to Barcelona has been edging closer as Barca have been greenlighted for their financial feasibility plan for the summer transfer window. The club will be looking to kickstart their transfer soon, with Leo being the priority. As for now, the negotiations are not advanced, even though Messi has prioritized a return to Barca as his priority. The Catalans are yet to fill the formal offer for the player, but there is good news either way. According to news by Gerard Romero, Lionel Messi's wife is the one pushing for a move to Barca. One of their children has suffered a lot during their time in Paris, so the family wants to move back to Catalonia, where all three children were born and raised. Messi's father and agent, George Messi, has already started talks with Barcelona and was seen visiting Joan Laporta at his house. Later on, while leaving, he was stopped and quizzed by the media about Leo's future. He said, Messi wants to return to Barca and I would love for him to return. It's an option, he said. He also said yes when he asked about whether he was confident about the operation being completed this summer. While no official offer has been tabled yet, Barcelona are working on creative solutions with Messi's entourage. Xavi and the club are very optimistic about the return and have publicly claimed that everything will depend on Messi. The priorities are very clear. I would really like Messi to come. I have already spoken with him, and I have already said that it depends on him. From here, apart from Leo, the other priority is a pivot. That would be the ideal scenario, Xavi said. I'm not responsible for the financial issue. I only know that Messi would help us a lot in terms of football. He is expected to be the highest paid player on the team, earning 1 million more than Robert Lewandowski on a 1+1 deal. Josh Messi is also in communications with La Liga as he is concerned about Barcelona's financial situation. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please make sure to subscribe so you always stay up to date with the latest on Barcelona here on Viva Barca. Until next time, bye bye.